is the effect of the vaccine on those aged 90, asked Satyendra Nath Sinha. I mean, are you finding, as some are saying, that younger patients are more susceptible at the moment than the older?
Well, you asked two questions. What is the effect of the vaccine on people over 90?
Yes.
The immune system of elderly patients is a little weaker. So obviously vaccines after the age of 75 produce a minor or an attenuated response, but they do help. Now for the younger people, if you vaccinate the younger ones, their immunological system being stronger, they will produce more antibodies. So government now from the 1st of April has said anybody over 45 is okay.
Right.
I'm soon hoping that the government allows anybody over 21, which is not too far away, and we'll get there.
Couple of more questions for our physicians. Physicians often get asked questions in these matters. Harshit Kumar says, there was a little blood when my father got vaccinated yesterday. Is that normal or something to be worried about, doctor?
Not to be worried. If it's a prick, you will get blood. Don't worry.
Atul Lal says, is it safe to take the influenza vaccine after 2 weeks of the first COVID dose?
Yes, affirmative. After 2 weeks, you can.
Munish Duggal, doctor says, is continuous pain in the eyes and headache 4 days after the first dose of Covishield a vaccine side effect?
You could construe it as that. You should not worry. Take symptomatic treatment. If it doesn't alleviate, go and see the doctor.
My final question is in a way to you, Dr. Jamil, because you're the virologist. Should India be getting more vaccine options? Should we be universalizing the vaccine? Are we still too slow, Dr. Jamil, with the vaccination drive?
So the way I see it, it's a supply problem right now. If you look at the data on the CoWIN dashboard, you'll realize that so far 90% of the vaccine shots that have been given are Covishield. Only less than 10% is Covaxin. And Covishield, from whatever we read in the press, has run into some supply issues. I think the time is right for 3 other vaccines whose efficacy has already been established, that have been approved in other countries, that have partnerships with Indian companies to be approved for emergency use in India. And these vaccines are the Russian Sputnik vaccine, these are the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and the Novavax vaccine. All of them have turned out to be very good vaccines.
So you're saying have more vaccine options.
We need to increase our capacity.
You're saying have more vaccines options to increase capacity. Interesting.
Have more vaccine options, yes.
More vaccine options.
The regulator is waiting for bridging trials.
Right.
But I would let everyone remember that Covaxin was approved without any efficacy data. Covishield was approved without any bridging trials.
Right.
So why are we waiting and not approving more vaccines when it's needed?
You make a very fair point. Sir, Dr. Thakkar, an interesting question. Should one have a blood test before the second vaccine?
Not required. Don't waste your blood or your money.
Don't waste your blood or your money. Someone wants to know, can I have alcohol between my first and second dose of the vaccine? What? All kinds of questions, doctor.
If you must, you can. But if you don't, you're better off. But that doesn't mean you can't.
Net, I think both of you are suggesting don't get alarmist, but at the same time, don't get complacent. What has happened, I think, in the last few weeks is we've got complacent at one level. The vaccination drive hasn't picked up as fast as we hoped, and the double mutant variants and possibly other variants have also entered, and that are causing fresh causes of concern. COVID appropriate behavior is needed. And as doctor is suggesting, avoid Holi. Doctor, Dr. Thakkar, you're going to have a lot of people saying there, you are playing spoil sport. You're not letting us celebrate Holi. You don't want the Kumbh Mela, but election rallies can continue. I keep asking that. If politicians can have their rallies, why can't people have their Holi celebration? One last time, Dr. Thakkar. Give me an answer for that.
I'm saying nobody should conglomerate in groups, whether they are film stars, cricketers, politicians, or social animals. So each one to himself and God for all. The COVID virus levels everybody.
And I just want to know, Dr. Jamil, to you, because this, let's get this one clarification right, one last time. Are the new variants deadlier than the earlier one? Do you want to make a clear?
We don't have data for that.
You don't have data. So you're saying it would be unfair at this stage to suggest one is more deadlier than the other. Okay, I think we've more or less answered lots of our viewer questions. I once again appreciate all my doctors joining us. In the last 1 year, this has perhaps been the best part of doing news anchoring, learning so much about the world of medicine from all you experts out there. You are really, in a sense, been our warriors, our corona warriors. So thank you very much,